Hello my dear young aspirants. So welcome back to your Mentor to be Biostar channel. Just few minutes before we discussed chapter 4 of the ncert class 6th, isn't it? So next 5th chapter we are going to discuss. In this chapter, the chapter title says Kingdoms, Kings and an Early Republic. So here first topic of discussion is Ashwameda. What is Ashwameda? Not the other Ashwameda which used to come in your TVS program. This Ashwameda is something related to the horse. It is otherwise known as horse sacrifice. What exactly happens inside this? Why this is done? Simply horses are not allowed to run now. So what's the purpose? Yes, to become Rajas, they perform this particular sacrifice. Now what exactly happens in this means horses will be let loose freely to wander in another kingdoms. And if the horse, when it enters inside another kingdom, nobody will sit and watch, relax like that. Now they will try to stop. If they stop means fight will happen. Or else if they allow the horse just to pass means that Raja will get that kingdom. And that kingdom will also accept this Raja as powerful one. Understood? That is the gist of this particular sacrifice done. At the end of the day, what you need to remember is by performing this sacrifice, Ashwamedha sacrifice only, Rajas become Rajas or they become powerful. Understood? Then, next one is regarding Varnas. Varnas, we have to discuss some key areas. Like Varnas means, what exactly is Varnas? Varnas means, you all know, which are they? Like Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudras, etc. Now, some people have a notion based on function or occupation only it is done. It's absolutely wrong in the sense, by birth also, Varnas are decided. If one belongs to Brahmin, by birth means, if it's parent and both parents are Brahmins means, obviously that son is going to become Brahmana. So mostly we tell based on functions it is categorized, but by birth also Varnas are categorized. Okay. Then based on function, first one is Brahmin. Of course you know, priest or Brahmin's function is to perform rituals. Second one is which one? Kshatriya. They fight wars, battles, etc. Then comes Vaishyas or Vish, V-A-S-H. Means inside that comes your farmers, herders and traders. Then fourth Varna is Shudras. And you all know what? We women were considered during that time under the Shudras category. Okay, so Varna means Shudras and women were also grouped along with this Shudras. Then among these four Varnas, the second and third Varna people can do what? Sacrifices and all. But the fourth one, including women and Shudras, can't perform which one? Sacrifices, nor are they allowed to study any Vedas and all, the Sudras and women. Understood? The next is about Jaina Padas. Jaina Padas means land where the Jaina sets its foot and settle down. Okay, Jaina means you know the people. The land where the Jaina sets its foot and gets settled down is known as Jaina Padas. Some of the Jaina Padas are, which archaeologists found are Purana Killa in Delhi, Hastinapura near Meerut, Atranjikera near Etah. This Hastinapura and Atranjikera is present in UP, Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Then, these Jaina Padas, what they found was painted graveware pottery, they found it there. Then comes, after Jaina Padas come Jaina Padas. Jaina Padas means which one? Jaina Padas which became more important than others. So many Jaina Padas will be there. Now, out of that, the more important than others is termed as Jaina Padas. And they were formed about 2500 years ago. Then, what is the peculiarity of Jaina Padas? Peculiarity means Jaina Padas had a capital city, many were fortified. They had forts. Understood? Then one of the most important fortification wall at Kausambi is found near present day Allahabad or UP. That you have to remember. Then one another extra information, while maintaining army, soldiers have to be paid cash, isn't it? For that, sometimes the payment was done using punch marked coins. Okay, that you have to remember. The next topic is regarding taxes. Almost everybody had to pay the taxes during that time. And in tax, as some terminologies are coming like Bhaga or share. Bhaga means tax fixed at 1/6 of whatever crops they produce. That's known as Bhaga or share. Then another important term, landless agricultural laborers are known as Kamakaras. Okay. Then comes Magadha. Magadha is most important Mahajanabada. In about 200 years, two rivers flows through it. That is Ganga and Son. That you have to remember. Then, two powerful rulers of Magadha. One was your Bimbisara and the other was the Ajatasattu. Okay. Both Bimbisara and Ajatasattu conquered other Jaina Padas. Then, Rajagriha, present day Rajgir in Bihar was the capital of Magadha for several years. But later that capital got shifted to Pataliputra. That is the present day Patna. Easy to remember. Pataliputra starts with P and Patna also starts with P. Okay. Then we have to discuss about Gana. Gana means a group that has many members. Sangha means organization or association. Okay. Then about Vaji. About Vaji we have to study. Vaji capital is Vaishali, which is in Bihar. Then, but in Vaji, a different form of government was there, like Gana or Sangha. In Gana, ruler was known as Raja only. Then, but there was a peculiarity. This often comes in your MCQs as statement, like women, dasas and kamakaras could not participate in these assemblies known as Gana or Sangha. This you have to remember. Sometimes they will give the opposite. Women can participate. It's absolutely wrong. Answer will go wrong. Women, dasas and kamakaras. Kamakaras earlier I told landless agricultural workers. These people can't participate in assemblies, like let it be Gana or Sanghas. Then Buddha and Mahavira belong to Ganas or Sanghas. That you have to remember. Then description of life in Sangha was found in some of the Buddhist books. Sometimes they can give in Jain books, so it's wrong, it's Buddhist books. Then famous Buddhist book, Digha Nikaya, contains some speeches of Buddha, that you have to remember. Then Chaityas or local shrines, that terminology you have to remember. Then minister of Ajatasattu is known as Vasakara, that you have to remember. Sometimes that character will be changed and given. Then Sanghas are conquered by whom? Rajas of powerful kingdoms, that all of you might be knowing. Then last of the Ganas or Sanghas were conquered by the Gupta rulers. Which rulers they will confuse you? It is Gupta rulers. Then some of the important dates, like new kind of Rajas about 3000 years ago. Jaina Padas was formed about 2500 years ago. Alexander's invasion and composition of the Digha Nikaya, that Buddhist famous book, occurred. Both of these occurred about 2300 years ago. That is Alexander's invasion and composition of the Digha Nikaya. Then end of the Ganas or Sanghas occurred by about 1500 years ago. Okay, now a quick recap of whatever things we have discussed today. Quickly we will discuss. First one we discussed about Ashwameda or horse sacrifice, by which Rajas became by performing the sacrifice. What that Ashwameda is all about, I explained it earlier. Then Varnas, 4 Varnas are there: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. This Kshatriya and Vaishya can do which one? Perform sacrifices, but Sudras and women were also grouped under Sudras. These two people could not study Vedas and perform all these things. Then Jaina Padas, I told, the land where the Jaina gets settled down is known as Jaina Padas. Then archaeologists mentioned some Jaina Padas like Purana Kila in Delhi, Hastinapura near Meerut, and Atranjikera near Etha. These I discussed. Then in that site in Jaina Padas, the one peculiarity was there, they found painted graveware pottery. Then Jaina Padas were formed about 2500 years ago. Jaina Padas, out of that which are more important, comes under the category of Jaina Padas. What is the peculiarity of Jaina Padas? It had a capital city and fully fortified it is. Then fortification in Kosambi, that is in present day Allahabad, that I told. Fortification wall was found at Kosambi, that you have to remember. About taxes, baga or share, whatever crop they produce, 1/6 of it they had to give it as tax, that is known as baga or share. Then landless agricultural laborers are known as kamakaras. Then Magadha was one of the most important Jaina Padas in about 200 years. Through Magadha flow rivers like which one? Son and Ganga, that you have to remember. Then two powerful important rulers, Bimbisara and Ajatasattu of Magadha. They conquered other Jaina Padas. Rajagriha, present day Rajgir in Bihar, was the capital earlier of Magadha, but now the capital got shifted to Pataliputra, which is present in present day Patna. Then Gana means a group that contains many members. Sangha means organization or association. Then Vaji, the capital Vaishali at Bihar, they had a different form of government known as Gana or Sangha. In Gana, ruler was known as Rajas, but the exception were there, like women dasas and kamakaras were not allowed to participate in such assemblies like Gana or Sangha. Then Buddha and Mahavira belong to Gana or Sanghas. Description of life in Sanghas were found in Buddhist books. Description of life in Sanghas were found in Buddhist books. Then famous Buddhist book known as Digha Nikaya, they contain some of the speeches of Buddha. Then Chaityas are known as local shrines. Then minister of Ajatasattu is known as Vasakara, that you have to remember. Then Rajas of powerful kingdom obviously will conquer Sanghas. The last of the Ganas or Sanghas were conquered by which rulers? It is Gupta rulers. Then important dates, once again I am telling you, kind of Rajas formed about 3000 years ago. Jaina Padas was formed about 2500 years ago. Alexander's invasion, composition of the Digha Nikaya book, was about 2300 years ago. Then end of the Ganas or Sanghas happened by about 1500 years ago. Okay, so these were some of the key concepts which you need to focus and concentrate as far as your prelims 2021 were concerned. Okay, So hope you all are getting these points very well inside your brains. So keep on revising from this particular video of mine. So until I meet you with yet another interesting session in the next upcoming video, be patient, stay safe, take care, bye bye.